and the stick vibrated, and it was taken quickly down from sale, and you could get them in adult shops.
Really?
Yep.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to my shed here in Norfolk. How the devil are you? Hang on, there's somebody at the door. Hello?
Hey, can I come for a nose?
Yes, you can. Cheesy intros are us.
Hey.
How you doing, George?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for having me. Come for a little nose around, see what you're up to.
Yeah, we were saying, it's been, you reckon it's 2 years?
Well, you came to mine, and in February it'll be 2 years ago, where we said, I'll come to you and have a nose, but life and moving.
Yeah.
But we've done it.
We took a while to get this organised. I've moved house since
So have I.
Yeah, so have you. Yeah, good point. So yeah, George has come up for the day to have a look at my new setup, have a nose around. There'll be a video or two on George's channel.
Yep.
So if you're not subbed, please go and find George. I'll link George's channel below. So yeah, what do you think about my shed?
Extremely jealous, like I've said a few times now, because
Yeah.
I did have my metal shed thing. I sold that actually. I managed to get 300 quid back from that. So someone came and
Really?
picked it up. It cost me £1,000, but you know, it's better than scrapping it. But
Absolutely.
at the moment in our new house, we haven't got a garage or anything, so I'm away from the house again in a shipping container,
Yeah.
which is a right pain because there's no electric, no light, no toilet. So
Yeah, having the toilet in here has been a godsend.
yeah.
It really has. Not having to go back in the house, and because if I go back in the house, I get distracted. So it's nice to keep everything out here, and I can work in here for hours.
And like this year's been probably the toughest it's been business wise because the girls are grown up now, but we've got Lenny now, so we've got a toddler that's not quite at school, not quite in nursery.
Yeah.
Amy's back at work full time, just juggling everything, YouTube, reselling. So having my business away from the house is, yeah, that's why it's a pain, because I need to do my orders late at night. So once the kids have gone to bed or when Lenny's in bed, then I go out when it's dark, rainy.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't show you this before. I don't know if you keep up with my videos, but have you any idea what these are? Have you seen these in the videos?
These, I just saw a little thing. I've seen these. They're
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear, aren't they?
They are. They're strange little
They're
things.
smelly things, aren't they?
They go in a
Yeah.
bear,
That's it.
and they have, what's this? This is coconut.
Coconut. Yeah, I did see these. Yeah, strawberry.
I had a rash moment. I bought was it
Smell it.
1,000? I think it might have been. Can't remember. I think it was 1,000 or 800 odd of these.
Right. Is this still the original lot, or are these a new batch?
No, that's the first lot. They've done okay. We're probably not far off getting our money back, and we've got
Cool.
all of this. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to take a chance. Now.
This is the ideal thing that I'm looking for, more small and multiple quantity. So instead of, for example, a bigger thing, but a big electronic that takes up loads of space, yeah, I want more of this sort of line.
Well,
ideal.
The good thing about doing the bulk stuff I do is you can list it, you can set it and leave it.
Yeah.
So I won't have to do anything to that, and the listings just keep ticking over. I'm selling.
I've had a couple of lines, multiple quantity, but not this sort of scale, like a few hundred. It's been like a maximum of 10 maybe. So
Yeah, but I like to keep a mixture. Oh, this is a cool thing as well. I don't think I showed you this before. Have you ever had one of them?
I did see it. I've had the band version, so it's the very first one with the first film, and the stick vibrated, and it was taken quickly down from sale, and you could get them in adult shops.
Really?
Yep. So what was that? So 2001, yeah, the stick vibrated to reenact flying. So, but it wasn't used
a
like that.
vibrating broom.
Yeah, and it sold for, what did I get? I think I got 80 quid, and it went to America or somewhere. So
No way.
look out for the vibrating broom.
This one is the lesser version. It's only worth about 25-30.
Yeah.
It's not really much in it, and it's going to be a pain to ship. It doesn't come apart, and it's about.
I found a news article from 2001, and adult shop owners were buying these from Argos or Toys R Us and then selling them in a shop for a markup back then. But yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
Yes.
And that was a complete fluke. When I bought it from I got it from a boot sale for 4 quid. I was like, oh, it's Harry Potter. Then researching it, like, oh, hello, it's rare, been discontinued and all that. So
Well, I've sold so much Harry Potter stuff, but the early 2000 stuff can be really good.
Well, it's vintage now, isn't it? Over
is.
20 years. So
Officially vintage.
officially, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, next year 2004's vintage, which is crazy.
That's mad. That feels like yesterday.
I was 2004. I would have been in year 8 at school, high school, and my daughter Layla is in year 9, so she's really older than that, which is
Well, 2004, I'd had a high street shop for a year
yeah.
in 2004, and that had just taken off and really started doing well.
Yeah.
Have you ever sold, these are used videos. These were being given away at a yard sale.
Oh,
So I
free,
ended up just taking them away, and they've all got TV from the 80s and 90s on.
Yeah.
And there's a market for that, as in declaring that they've got TV on, and then you can really push the price.
Oh, really?
I mean, I might be trying too much. I think these are on at 40, 50 quid a bundle.
Oh, nice.
I haven't looked through them, so I can't say what's on them, but
Yeah.
I think the market is for the adverts. People want to find the vintage adverts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think on YouTube I've watched vintage adverts from my childhood just because it's cool. So
Yeah. So anyway, they're still sat there, so it may be that I'm overpriced, but
Yeah.
I found completed listings of similar size bundles going for up to 50 quid. So I don't know.
Well, talking of tapes, like when I have video cameras, the amount of time people leave their personal like weddings or parties,
Yeah.
I'm not bothered to remove them.
Digital cameras come and have a memory card, and you're like,
Yeah, take
this
them
is
out.
someone's holiday snaps. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, sometimes if there's a bundle of like 3 of like 8mm tapes, just sell them for a tenner or whatever, and they sell. So
the other thing I've found, I don't know if you have, well, you don't do so much media as I do,
not as much, no.
but I've found when sometimes teenagers would trade, back when we had the shop particularly, teenagers would trade in a stack of games, and sometimes you'd find their dodgy DVDs,
Oh, really?
like their adult DVDs
Yeah, I know
tucked in the manual, and you're like, oh no. So this part is still a work in progress. I do some photography here. So how does that compare with your setup? Where are you photographing stuff now?
We're going back at the old house when I had my metal shedders. Very much like it's a dedicated area with my backdrop and everything. I'll do testing, picturing. Again, gone back to square one. I've now got a mixture. I've got a light box now, so you set it up and you do your trainers or your smaller items. Bigger items is in the garden against my shed, but now it's obviously cold, wet.
Yeah.
It's just in the front room against the wall. So I've literally I made some progress, had a dedicated area, but now I've gone back to when I started. So it's tough, but the stuff's still selling. Like the video player I sold a minute ago, that was just in the front room and it sold. So
It's funny you say about using the garden. In the summer here, it was great to just take the stock out, use natural sunlight. So
Yeah, it can't be
the
natural.
colours are so much better. So I was using a little table out there and just being in the sunshine. I miss the sunshine.
yeah, I do.
But this I was saying to you before, I haven't really finished here. I've got ideas for how I want it to be,
Yeah.
but it's finding time around running a business, running a YouTube channel, trying to do all the DIY in the house. This just gets left. So I have been using the kitchen island to do photography. I've been using the table in there to do photography, the garden.
I think I've got 4 backgrounds now. It's the light box, the garden, the front room, and my shipping container. Like if I've got furniture or something, I just take it against there.
Well, years ago you had, was it brickwork or grass?
Yeah, I had the false background, so the false wood with the false grass. Then I had my retro-y background, so it's always changing.
Yeah, when I came to yours, I think you had that.
There's the squares and that, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Now I've gone to the neutral background. I quite like that, and it's a lot easier to edit.
Yeah.
So I might stick with that, the more neutral background for now. So, yeah.
So this isn't it as well. I've been teasing George with the fact that Andrea has a room full of stock.
Yeah.
I haven't asked Andrea if it's okay to film in there, but it
Yeah.
should be. So we'll go and have a look at that. And as if by magic, we are in Andrea's stock room.
Stock room, I like it.
Yes, we'll call it a stock room. We can barely move in here because Andrea's mid-sorting out stuff. There's a table in bits on the floor.
I found a space and I'm not moving.
You can't move from that spot now. So yeah, George has just filmed a bit in here. So remember, go over to George's channel, check out his video. Yeah, we were just saying a backlog isn't a bad thing, particularly when you're coming into the winter. With my stock, I've worked through nearly all of that now, so I can now help Andrea get to grips with some of this.
It's very much squirrels, like squirreling it away ready for winter, and then you get it out, and then by the time spring comes, go get your nuts again.
Go and get your nuts again.
Go get your nuts.
Do you buy and sell ceramics? Have you ever dealt with that?
I went away from them completely. When I first started, I done like the NatWest pigs, bits and bobs like that, Royal Dalton. Then I went completely off it. Now I'm creeping back in again, so I'm looking at the vintage Pyrex, things like that. So I'm more open to it, but more selective.
When I came to you and we did this at your end, we were in a shop and we both found some cool stuff. And then I think I rang Andrea up.
Yeah, you did.
No, I was sending her pictures actually of crockery, and then phoned her and said, "Do you want any of them?" She's like, "Yes, buy it." Because at that point, I've learned a lot of the brands now through Andrea buying this stuff. I've learned kind of what to look for, so we're both looking for it. But it is enjoyable learning the brands and what sells.
Yeah, it's just the packaging. Again, with my limited time, whack a bit of clothing or whatever in a bag, and then off it goes. But,
I do love clothing for that. There's a nice piece here actually.
There's like matching gloves as well.
Yeah, we bought a big haul off somebody in the village who was an aunt who passed away sadly, and she had really high-end taste. Yeah. Loads of clothing, shoes. You saw some of the shoes I think in the shed. Yeah. And we bought all of that and all of our homewares and ceramics. We bought a massive haul shortly after moving to the village. Oh, right. And that's part of that. And it looks barely worn, but I think it's
good condition. Yeah,
I think it's 60s or 70s.
Oh yeah, definitely that sort of age. Yeah.
So so we do dabble in clothing, but neither of us like dealing with it. Yeah. But the only clothing I've bought for probably the last 12 months hasn't been listed.
Oh, there you go. Then.
I've done the pictures, but it's still hung there. It's not. I should have got that on before Christmas. That was the idea. It's going to be a bit late. Last post on Monday. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the opposite. I dabble in the breakables or the ceramics, and I've got boxes of clothing, for example. Just so I'm at the minute, just easy, and I don't really mind it. I get a bit bored of it. Say when February rolls around, I'm sick of clothing and charity shops. That's when I get back in the field to get the cool stuff again. So yes. So there you go. This, as you can see, George, is a work in progress. Yep.
I think Andrew's got plans to put like a table over there, probably this one actually, and actually get the space organised so she can work in here. At the moment, it's just a dumping ground, really. We're calling it a stock room. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed that nose around. There will be a video on George's channel, so go and check that out as well. There will also be a video. We're going to answer a load of questions. We both asked for questions to George and some for me. So that'll be a video that will come separately.
Got one here ready. I've got my own questions as well, so.
Excellent. So we're going to film that in a minute, but for this video, that will be everything. Thanks for watching. Remember to check George's channel out if you haven't. And I will share a video on screen here somewhere. In fact, I'll share the video when I came to yours. I was chatting earlier, I can't remember really what we did, but I had a look around your shed, and then we went to some of your charity shops, I think. It's a long time ago.
One of them will be here.
It's there. Cheers. Ta-ra.